Emily.
Hi.
Since it's been a while since we've done a lesson, we're going to spend the first part reviewing what we've already covered. So, and then we're going to learn some notes and songs, possibly. But we're going to start using things out of this method book, so we're kind of like in a different spot, awkward, so we're going to try and work ourselves into it. So, you remember the sitting position? Make sure you're sitting on the edge of your chair. And if you need to adjust the foot pedal, that's alright. You're not having those yet, so that's okay.
I bit them
Find a proper right hand position. Now remember, you don't want to reach your fingers to it. Bring your hand over and let your hand relax. So, alright, now breaststroke with I and M. Now make sure you're bringing M out from the tip. Look at your finger. See how you're doing this? That's better. Now, keep your wrist in the right position. Alright, good. Try bringing your hand up a little bit this way. There you go. Make sure your shoulders relax. There you go. Here, just do it with I, slowly. So place it on the string. Not to do with M. Make sure you're not hitting the string on the way back out. So, don't stiffen up your finger. Let it be in the middle. See? There you go. Alright. Alright, but wait, we're gonna review first before we do anything new. Alright, and last time we learned the notes, the first few notes on the E string, the B, and the G string. You remember that? Not at all? Not one bit? You weren't able to practice any between then and now? No? Okay. Well, that will let us perfectly use this book. And
I don't even remember going over it.
alright, that's fine. We're just going to use this book. So, since your guitar is obviously out of tune, we're just going to learn how to tune today using a tuner. You remember the names of the strings?
This one's E, and this one is B,
Yes.
and this one is F.
No. Try it from the sixth down. Remember how the guitar strings are tuned?
This one's E.
Supposed to be, yeah.
And this one is this one is A.
Yeah.
And this one is D.
Yes.
This one is G.
Yeah.
And B.
Yes. Alright. So when you're tuning, you want to make sure that you're using this right tuning knob. So they'll go in this order, and you can look at it here. See, sixth string goes into there, fifth, or D, E, A, D, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it goes around.
Okay.
Okay, now pick it back up. Let's start with the low E's, the sixth string.
E flat.
So then what do you need to do?
And this way?
Obviously no.
No.
Now sharp compared to A. Alright, now let's move on. Strings. And another good tip, just when you're muting the strings, make sure you're still keeping good hand position, just so you don't get a bad habit from pulling it out. Alright, just move on. And I'll fine tune them for you. Just so you get an idea, so when you're by yourself, you can.
It's supposed to be G, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it says G. It's a G. It's just.
Okay, listen.
Alright, good. It's good enough. So, no, I don't want to spend all day trying to tune. Alright, so, since you don't remember any of the notes, we're going to relearn them. First three open strings, we're going to learn them a different way than we did last time. Alright, so since you already know the string names, you just need to know where they are on the staff. Alright, so, E, and guess what that one is?
B.
Yeah, since you already know what note it is.
Did I get play this?
Yeah, alright, so the first three open strings, E, B, G, you already know the names. That's where that E is on the staff for the guitar.
Okay.
The guitar is written an octave higher than it sounds. So if you get confused by like it being a treble clef and not like a weird tenor clef, it's supposed to be that way. So yeah, try playing this first line and notice the right hand finger marking I am, and that just means, you know, you keep doing it the whole time.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yay!
Yay. So, okay, but this time when you play it, I want you to not do that. Don't put your hand up here. This has nothing to do, just let it relax. Don't hold yourself up. And get it out of there. Pretend you don't have it. Alright, now, this time when you're playing it, look at your right hand and make sure you're not doing this. Twisting it. So, is it relaxed? Alright. Now, when you switch strings, I forgot to tell you, don't do this. Don't pull your arm back. So your fingers don't have to change what they're doing, or your wrist doesn't have to move. It's just all in your arm. But watch your wrist here. See? Like this. This is what I mean. Well, you pull your shirt sleeve down, so you'll have something to slide on. But it'll be okay. No, okay. Now let's try that exercise again, and just make sure you're aware of this. Go away. You don't need it. So why do you keep on putting your arm up there? Do you feel like you're gonna lose the guitar?
I don't know what to do with it.
You just relax it. You ignore that it's there because you're not doing anything with it. And since you already know how to read music, we're pretty much going just be learning the notes. Since you know how to count, I'm assuming. No? Right. I'm not listening. Now,
Can I get a playlist?
they're just, they're variations the same one. Do you feel like you need to? Here, let's try example 3. And first do it once with I and M, and then I want you to do it once with M and A. It's called sympathetic vibration. When you play a note, and then these are all ringing. But anyway, that was good. Now try it with, or do it. And try with M and A. Good. Now, that's good. I wouldn't have been able to do it the first time I played guitar. The same thing. Try, do it one more time. Do it slow enough, but take your right arm and refine your right hand position. Now, do it slower and look at your hand. Don't bring your hand to the guitar, watch. Don't do this. Bring it over, rest your arm, and then let your hand relax onto the string. Here. Still kind of like you're swinging your hand around to it. I want you to bring it out, rest, and then bring your hand to it. But don't twist your hand into it. See? Oop. Ignore the thumb and see the fingers, and then put the thumb on the strings. Yeah, that's better. Now do it once on your own. Your wrist, bring it out to your other side. Let it relax. Loose. Arm over. Rest on the guitar. Fingers to the strings. And then put your thumb on. That's better, but it needs to be. Get your thumb off there. Here. Fingers. Then thumb. There you go. Look at it. That's right.
It looks the same.
No. That's what you're doing. That's what I want you to do. It's not the same. Okay, but let's move on to something different. Can't tell. Okay. Alright. Since you know those first 3 open strings, now we're going to learn, relearn some stuff that we've done before, but not that. Not yet.
Aww.
Yeah. So we need to learn the other 4 open strings before we can. So that way you're not distracted by anything with your left hand. You're just doing it all for the right hand. So what are the 3 open string low?
This is E. And then this one is A.
Yes.
And this one's D.
Yes. So there they are in the music. Play. good, but you don't need to rest your fingers on the strings. Just let your fingers be relaxed. Alright, you don't remember, we need to review strokes with P. Okay, you don't want to move your wrist. It's just all going to come from right here. Alright, now hold it out to your side and just let your hand relax and just move P, not up and down. And
That's weird.
so that way, but look, when you have your guitar, you're not doing this. You can't play guitar like that. And that's why it's necessary for you to have your hands right. So, get your thumb, let it be out. And then you here, play it with some volume and just play one note going down. But don't do a wrist stroke. Just that's good, but make sure you're not look where your fingers are. Never rest them on the guitar. Now try only moving from your thumb. But a free stroke. Here, look at this diagram. Maybe he'll help you out here. See, that's the 6th string, and that's what I want you to do. Not straight down into the next string, but up. Alright, to help, now play me 4 notes on the E string using M and I. Play me 4 E's, other E string, high E. Now without moving your hand out of position, and where it's at, play me 4 low E's. Alright, good. Now try the same thing, but with your hand like that. Good. Now, without resting your fingers on the strings, so why are you playing it differently?
Feel the same.
It's not about feeling.
It's
Watch your
harder.
thumb.
It's harder.
It's not any harder. You're just making it that way. Now try resting your fingers on the strings and do it. Since it's watch your thumb while you're doing it. See where your thumb's moving from? Here. A little less. And remember, not there you go. Okay. Now do the same thing, but look at your right hand. Make sure your right hand is not doing this. It's like the death claw. Alright, so stop playing. Find your hand position again. And how can you not feel it being death clawy? It's like arthritis hand on the guitar. So, just oh whatever. Anyway, but Sarah, look, don't use your thumb yet. When you find your hand position, just find it with your fingers, since you know that one. Now bring your thumb up to the string. Alright, now just take your fingers off the strings. Let them relax. See? Now put your fingers back on the strings. Same thing, right?
No, 'cause
Yes. Now, let's do this exercise. Now that you're not going to do something crazy like this and play guitar. Well, why are you doing it differently all of a sudden?
because I don't know how to hold my hand unless my fingers.
No, you do. Look. Fingers off the string. Fingers on the string. You're doing the same thing. You're not doing anything different.
It feels weird.
Alright, so let's just do this, and we'll focus on more on that later. Having trouble with the ledger lines?
No, I played the room. No, can I play?
You didn't have reason to stop. It's okay. I mean, your first time reading through something on an instrument, you're just not learning how to play it. You're gonna play a wrong note. So what I want you to do is say the note names while you play them. Re-articulate it each time you play. Good. Very good. So now we get to the tricky part.
I could do that now.
Yeah, we're gonna read music. It's like two separate voices, and it's unique to instruments like the guitar, piano, organ, and things like that. So let's see what he thinks you need to use. All right. Do you remember doing free stroke with the fingers? No. Do you even know what it means? Okay, well for now, you know what free stroke with the thumb is. That's what that is. That's rest stroke. Okay, that's rest stroke in your fingers. It's where you come to rest on the next lower adjacent string.
Does that mean the free stroke is I just go like this and not rest on the next string?
Yeah, but that's not how you do it. We'll talk about it, and not today, but next time. All right. So thumb, you're doing free stroke. That's what you were doing with it. I thought you knew these things. It's been a while. All right. So show me your free stroke with the thumb. That's rest stroke. Now show me rest stroke with the fingers. And now do both of those again with the right hand position. Right hand position. You still have like a tendency to like curve your hand one way or the other. Here, bring it out from the guitar. Keep it in the same exact way that it was. And you see how it's like not straight with your wrist? Keep a nice line so you're not doing anything uncomfortable with it. Okay, so let's try this part. So I want you to use rest stroke with your fingers, and then free stroke with P. So try it really slow. That was really good. First time reading through, you got every note right. You had like a weird little slip up in the middle. But it seems to me you're getting really, really tense in your hand. You had this finger doing some crazy maneuver out here. So, whenever doing any of these exercises, do them slow enough to where you don't have to feel the need to clench to be able to play. You know how to play dog half notes. You understand what that is. Alright, so now we're gonna get back to where we were originally.
Oh, should I go play notes again? Bless you.
Thanks. Okay. On guitar, when you're playing with the left hand, you don't remember proper left hand position, do you? Okay. Just ignore your right hand, just let it relax. Take your left hand, turn your wrist up like this. In front, look at me. It's in front of me. You're just way out here. Alright. Thumb. I want you to place your thumb right in the middle of the back of the neck of the guitar. Wrist straight. I'm just going to show you this first time. And to learn it, remember the exercises we did up here? At all? You have the piece of paper I gave you? Okay, well, we're going to ignore that for now. And so, thumb, watch, back of the guitar. Fingers, arbitrary placement on the strings. So, you put 1, 2, 3, 4. And I want you to see, okay. That's pretty good. So, your elbow needs to be kind of in line with your wrist. And so you're not doing anything like this. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, first 3 notes are on the open E string. It's gonna...
2 and 3? 2 and 4?
Now why would you think that? What's the open string?
E.
You know what a half step is on a guitar.
Yeah, then this one would be
F.
F and F sharp. Okay, so this one 3.
Okay, good. Now, see, this string's a little bit big. Bring that wrist out here. Woo. Get rid of that hand. That has nothing to do with this. Okay, this thumb should be placed between the pointer and the middle finger. What is all this? You're not using that. Bloop. Alright, and remember, I'm sure you do remember this part because you're kind of doing it. Get rid of that finger. Fingers play right behind the fret with the notes on. And then when you play a higher note on the same string, you don't want to turn it out. It's a little bit harder to get out there up in these positions, but there you go. Just make sure you're not turning your wrist to play them. And so if you have to bring your elbow in to let your wrist be, that's good. Okay, yeah, yawning. Alright, now when you play a higher note on the same string, you leave the finger that you've already have down still there, so why?
So that way it makes it easier. I remember this.
There you go. Alright, so get rid of that hand, ignore it. Fingers back on 1 and 3, which are?
F and G.
Alright. Now, remember what we talked about? Now do it gently. Don't press the notes down. Just let your fingers touch the string. This is crazy. Better?
It felt better when I had the thumb over there.
Here?
It wasn't there.
Okay. It's just that looks painful to me. Here. Maybe if you get see my hand. You need to relax. Alright. See where my thumb is? You have a little bit smaller hands, but it should be essentially the same. No. No, stop doing that. Stay where you're at. Hold it up. You're wearing smooth pants. You're gonna make the guitar do this. Just to let you know, so you don't accidentally. So it's gonna be hard for you to get a good posture going today. Wrist down a little. Elbow, I mean. Tips of the fingers. What is pinky? There you go. How is this guy? These guys just need to be at rest. So,
It's really
at rest 10.
uncomfortable on my hand.
Huh?
It's not gonna feel good.
It's going to be a strength building thing. And if you bring your elbow out, your wrist is going to be straight with your forearm. Okay. This. Now place first finger. Ooh. Better. Yeah, there you go. But it's still. It's gonna be like that. Now put it back up there. Alright. Just try to be a little bit more on the tip. Alright, good. Alright, now get rid of them. Well, I didn't say take your hand off. I'm just kidding. But see when you lift up your hand's all tense still? You just only need to press down with the finger that you're playing with. This will help you with your trumpet too.
Feels better when my thumb is here.
Then put it there since it's so high. It might be good for you with a smaller hand. But make sure you're not. These fingers, ignore them. Just, they should stay at rest. But they shouldn't be flexed. Now, take your fingers off, but leave your thumb there. See, that is weird. Hands all tense. Place
I feel
your,
like it
play
is.
an F. Now play a G. F, E, G, F, E. Good. Now with guitar, you don't have to move the whole hand. You can just move the finger. So, but there you go. Because what happens when you bring your elbow in? Your wrist is like this. And you're just gonna like have terrible issues if you let it be like that. So that's good. So let's try to play this first line here. And he has X's marked, and what those X's mean is where that finger is still holding down the note before. Alright, so let's try this exercise. Too much can be bad. Right behind the fret. Here, that was good. Good reading. know, but I mean, it's just the same thing.
Yay!
Yay. Now, I want you to play just E, F, G, F, E, F, G, F slowly, but you need to look at your left hand. You can memorize that. Alright, so just play me a G, just by itself. Now, what would make it easier for that G to be played? Have a little bit more leverage. Let this finger not be there. I'm not used to tiny fingers. Whoa. Do it slowly. G, but without this extra bit. Slower. Now hold the G, relax your pinky. There you go. Relax pinky. Good. Now F, G, E, yay. Okay. We're almost back up to speed to where we were. And we went 8 minutes over.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So today, for the next couple days, what I want you to do is I'm gonna let you take this book,
Yes.
but every day I want you to be careful about. Let me get to it. My goodness. You know how to read music. Where is it? Here. See this diagram? See the sitting position in this picture? Make sure you're doing that. Ignore this right hand position. Don't look at that. But just the basic shape of how he's sitting back in line where the guitar is. Make sure you check that. And see, that's what you want to kind of see in your right hand from your point of view. I want you to review, take a look at what he has to say about red stroke. Just to, and do the exercises he gives for them. And then just review what we covered today. And that's all. Any questions?
Can I play all the songs?
If you want to move along with learning the notes, like notes on the second string here, you can do that. You could do this one. And any of these. Up until, just the only thing I don't want you doing is this.
That looks
But
hard.
you can do this. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, it's only 2 extra notes. So everything up until 25. But mainly practice the things we talked about today. Okay.
I'll get a sticker next week.
Well, I was going to give you a sticker this week, but we had to do so much review. So a sticker next time. Stickers only get rewarded to those that practice. Okay. Now you know how to tune your guitar. Let's go. Okay. Good day.